Eminem's career has been helped by guest appearances from some of the most famous artists in the world. This got us thinking about the best collaborations Eminem has had over the course of his long and varied career. Some of Eminem's best performances have come from the times that he worked with other musicians on his own work or when he was in a legendary guest spot that stole the show. Here we look back at some of Eminem's best team-ups ever. Starting us off, Roman's Revenge, Nicki and Minaj, and Don't Approach Me, Exhibit. Nicki Minaj has always wanted to work with Eminem because she thought he was one of the best hip-hop artists, so she couldn't believe it when that dream came true. The song Roman's Revenge is on Nicki's first album, Pink Friday. It shows what hip-hop is all about, since both artists are bragging about how great they are. This song begins with Minaj's alter ego, Roman Zolanski, who is her twin brother, and is sick of people being jealous of her success. The next part is a dope verse by Em, in which he responds to other rap artists. If that wasn't enough, Nicki's other alter ego, Martha, shows up and yells at Roman for being so rude. The lyrics of the song are said to be a direct message to Lil' Kim about how jealous she is. If you haven't heard it yet, you should right now because you'll love the sick beat and how different characters take turns. In 2000, when they were both on tour, the rapper from Detroit and Exhibit became friends. That friendship led to many collaborations, including this one. Eminem produced the song Don't Approach Me, which is on Exhibit's album Restless. Anyway, if you haven't heard any of his music before, you should start with this song. In general, the lyrics show how being famous can make a person feel frustrated and how it changes their life. Em in particular raps in a funny way, but the things he talks about are from his own life. In the second verse, he also said some very sharp things about being famous and getting a lot of attention from the media. At the end of the song, he comes back for one last knockout in which he talks about what happens when you let people get too close. Next, Airplanes Part 2, B.O.B. and Hayley Williams, and Best Friend, Yellow Wolf. The first version of Airplanes, without Eminem, is about wanting to go back to a simpler time. This version, with Eminem, is from the point of view of a successful person who is thinking about the decisions he made. B.O.B. and M have big dreams, and Hayley Williams of the band Paramore gives us a catchy chorus. What would have happened if Slim Shady had never become a rapper? Just listen to the song and he'll take you back to his troubled childhood and all the times he could have given up. With his verse, the rapper from Detroit stole the show because he hit the theme so hard. In particular, he talks about how you need to make your own dreams come true, go after them, and not expect everything to just fall into your lap. Kanye West does it all the time, but did you ever think that it was possible for your favorite rapper to sing about religion? If you like Eminem, this theme in the song he made with Yellow Wolf must have surprised you. Yellow heard the beat first, wrote down his words, and then asked M to join him. Yellow Wolf's second studio album, Love Story, had only one song with a guest artist. It was this one. At the start of the album, he talks about God, faith, and how people look down on him. He also talks about how his complicated relationship with his mother has made him have trouble with women. Before M comes in with his angry verses, Yella is calm and spiritual. Slim Shady talks about a lot of things, including his friend, the rapper Proof, who was shot in a nightclub in 2006. The song is mostly about finding your best friend in love and God when things are the worst. Moving on, Smack That, Akon, and Patiently Waiting, 50 Cent. The musician and the rapper collaborated for the first time on Smack That, which was released earlier as a single in conjunction with Akon's second studio album titled Convicted. It reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 list and was played in clubs in a variety of countries around the globe.
I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo.
In addition to that, this song was put forward for consideration for a Grammy Award in the category of Best Rap/Sung Collaboration because Akon sings about a girl who likes him because of his fame and money. We can safely say that this song contains sexual content. In the second verse, Eminem is featured alongside him, and the two of them discuss a club pole dancer. This song is not one of the hip-hop artist's most woke moments, but it is catchy, and as it is his custom, he killed his verse with clever wordplay. The song Patiently Waiting was the first of 2 songs that M collaborated on with 50 Cent to create for his album Get Rich or Die Tryin', which received widespread critical acclaim. The fact that Queens rapper Slim Shady was the one who pushed for him to get a record deal with Interscope in 2003 makes Slim Shady a very important figure in the Queens rapper's life. In the end, that was the thing that brought him fame and success all over the world and marked the beginning of a lengthy career. To prove to the world that 50 is on the verge of becoming the next big thing, Eminem serves as 50's producer and backup singer in this song. This record's overarching concept is not only perseverance, but also the challenging experiences that the Queens rapper had to go through. Last but not least, if you are a fan of either of these artists, you absolutely must listen to this track because of the way it flows and how well the two of them collaborate. Next up, I Need a Doctor, Dr. Dre and Skylar Grey, and Forever, Drake, Kanye West, Lil Wayne. This hit song by Dr. Dre, which reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, is loaded with valuable lessons that anyone can take away from their life. In addition to Eminem, Skylar Grey provides vocals for the infectious hook. This song is sure to put a smile on your face if you've been going through a rough patch. It focuses primarily on Em and Dre's relationship and how it has developed over the course of their time together. The rap artist from Detroit is indebted to his instructor for having faith in him when he was just starting out, and he is now passing on his knowledge to others. Dr. Dre went through a period of depression and contemplated suicide after the accidental overdose death of his son. As a result, his career took a turn for the worse, and he found himself growing increasingly uninspired. Even though he discusses his own difficulties in the song, our boy Slim Shady is featured alongside him in order to show support. The documentary More Than a Game, which was about LeBron James, featured this song on its soundtrack. The song features a number of notable artists. At first, it was supposed to be Drake's song, but in the end, it featured 4 major figures from the hip-hop industry. Despite the fact that he is a huge Kobe Bryant fan, Lil Wayne decided to join the team. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for him to collaborate with Eminem, which was something that he had wanted to do for a very long time. So when it came time to choose who would be on this record, Drake said they wanted to make something that people would remember. Because he heard the beat differently than the others and rapped at a faster pace, the majority of us agree that M's verse is the best of the bunch. He even compares himself to Hannibal Lecter at one point, and lyrically, he absolutely smashed him. Lastly, Renegade, Jay-Z, and Forget About Dre, Dr. Dre. One of the best rap songs we've ever heard is called Renegade, and it features Slim Shady and Hove giving people who don't like them the middle finger. The two artists weren't exactly performing at the top of their game at the time it was released, so this was a way for them to demonstrate that they still held a significant place in the culture of hip-hop. This song is taken from the album Jay, the Z's Blueprint, and Eminem is the only guest rapper that appears on the album. Even Beyonce did not make it onto the album. As Jay recalls his time spent peddling narcotics, he addresses his detractors head-on, who claim that he has abandoned his ghetto roots. They say that he has become too mainstream. On the other hand, M discusses how other people view him, specifically in light of the fact that he has been accused of being harmful to children. On average, people believe that he was the one that killed Jay on his own track. Have you not listened to the song as of yet? The question is then, why are you still holding out? Now at last long, we've arrived at our #1 choice for the top Eminem guest verse in a song. This legendary track can be found on Dr. Dre's album 2001, which has garnered a lot of positive feedback, and it features the rapping talents of the Detroit native. Not only does he rap on this track, but he also penned the majority of the song's lyrics, including Dre's contributions.
And when your album sales wasn't doing too good, who's the doctor that told you to come see? Y'all better listen up closely. All you niggas that said that I turned pop for the firm.
Additionally, this track was awarded the Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group, and has been a fan favorite for a considerable amount of time. Dr. Dre wanted to send a message to anyone who questioned his ability after he left Death Row Records in the year 1996. With the assistance of M's rapid and combative verses, he conveys the message that he has returned. It is interesting to note that the entire flow is based on Eminem's quick tempo, which works well with the structure of the song.
Everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips, just a bunch of gibberish.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through some of the best Eminem collaborations. It's clear that Eminem has a talent for finding the perfect partners to bring out the best in his music. We hope you enjoyed revisiting these classics and maybe even discovered a few new favorites. Until next time, keep listening and stay inspired.